Killer earthquake coming to California. This is Skywatch TV News, May 28th, 2015. I'm Derek Gilbert. Internet buzz started by a Dutch researcher named Frank Hugerbeets is claiming that a magnitude 9.8 earthquake will send California sliding into the ocean sometime this afternoon. Experts have looked at this because of the internet buzz it's created. They say it's hogwash, but the 24-minute video has been watched over 500,000 times. Now, this is not the first time that somebody has gone on the internet and claimed that a planetary alignment would somehow disrupt the gravitational pull of the moon enough to cause a major earthquake. You remember May 5th of 2000? All the planets on the opposite side of the sun from the Earth were supposed to cause major disruption. Nothing happened. I remember very clearly December 3rd, 1990, a man named Ivan Browning declared that the New Madrid Fault would have a massive earthquake and change the shape of the Midwest as we knew it. Nothing happened. Now, if you live in California, it's always good to be prepared, and frankly, you've got other problems, but a magnitude 9.8 earthquake today is most likely not one of them. Summoning demons, as we talked yesterday, is no game. A priest at a Roman Catholic high school in Philadelphia sent home an open letter to students yesterday about the Charlie Challenge that we told you about. He's basically said the problem with opening yourself up to demonic activity is that it opens a window of possibilities which is not easily closed. And on this particular point of doctrine, we can agree. But how can kids resist this type of game? In my day, the game was called Bloody Mary. It involved staring into a mirror and trying to summon a demon to try to get information about the future. But the supernatural realm, over the last couple of decades, has been glamorized. It's on television, it's in video games, film, graphic novels, or comic books if you're old school. Fox, in fact, is going to broadcast a new series next year called Lucifer that follows the adventures of one Lucifer Morningstar, who's decided that he's bored with being the overlord of hell and retires to Los Angeles, where he opens an upscale nightclub and helps out the police. Watch this.
Hey, boss.
Remember me?
Can I have your autograph?
Did I sell my soul to the devil?
So the devil made you do it, did he? The alcohol and the drugs, the topless selfies. The choices are on you, my dear.
Lucifer Morningstar. Is that a stage name?
God-given, I'm afraid.
Why don't you tell me something? How does she end up dying in a hailstorm of bullets and you get away without a scratch?
The benefits of immortality. What will your corrupt little organization do about this?
We're done here.
Someone out there needs to be punished.
Stop caring. You're the devil.
Menadil!
Your return to the underworld has been requested.
Let me just check my calendar. Here it is. The 7th of never through to the 15th of ain't gonna happen. How does that work for you guys? Try it. You think Father's upset now?
He will not be merciful for much longer. What exactly do you think happens when the devil leaves hell? All of those demons, all of those tormented and tortured souls, where do you think they go?
What's your name?
Lucifer.
Like the devil.
Exactly.
Well, why not? The last few decades, we've seen the image of the vampire rehabilitated. Used to be a horrific, hideous monster that sucked the blood of the living because the blood, after all, is the life. And now, thanks to, well, in fact, the vampire, the concept is actually the epitome of an antichrist. When you think about it, the vampire sucks the blood, sheds the blood of his followers so that he can live forever. It's 180 degrees opposite, exact opposite of what Jesus Christ did for his followers on the cross, shed his blood so that we could live forever. And yet today the vampire in films, in books, television series portrayed as alluring, sexy, a misunderstood anti-hero. And the same apparently being done now for Lucifer. Apparently in post-Christian America, we are now ready for Lucifer in prime time. The show is to be produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, the man behind films and shows like Pirates of the Caribbean, National Treasure, CSI, Black Hawk Down, Con Air, The Rock, Top Gun, Beverly Hills Cop, Flashdance, so you can be sure it's going to be slick and appealing. But it's based on a comic book character. Published by DC Comics, it's been around for 25 years. And calling back to the Charlie Challenge, if I may, I predict we will see a low-budget horror film in theaters based on the Charlie Challenge in time for Halloween this year. We've talked a lot about the situation in the so-called heartland of the Middle East, Syria and Iraq, in recent days. the situation there is so convoluted. Just to give you an example, the new operation launched by the Iraqi government that we talked about yesterday, they've had to change the name of the official operation because it was upsetting to Sunnis. See, it was originally called At Your Service, Hussein. Now, the Arabic equivalent, of course. Hussein was the grandson of Muhammad, the one that Shias believe was the actual successor to the caliphate. But in the year 680, Hussein and 72 of his friends and followers were killed in a battle by followers of Yazid the Caliph. Now, the population of Anbar province in general, and the city of Ramadi in particular, is Sunni. And so having a military operation aimed at taking your city, named for a martyr of the sect of the religion that you consider to be heretics, was upsetting to Sunnis who thought that perhaps the Shia militia units trying to retake the city from the Islamic State would be looking for some payback 1,300 years later. And why not? They have long memories there. Here in the United States, America, we've forgotten what we were 200 years ago. And if you listen to Hillary Clinton, we're not even supposed to remember what happened in Benghazi, Libya in 2012. What difference does it make? Reuters today, by the way, reporting that the state intelligence agency in Turkey was running guns to the rebels in Syria in late 2013 through early 2014. That period of time where the United States Defense Intelligence Agency was saying, you know, if we do this, it'll lead to the rise of an Islamic State. The local prosecutors and officials who stopped trucks crossing the border into Syria with weapons intended for the Syrian rebels have been arrested and are being tried by the Erdogan government in Turkey for treason. They are accused of being members of a terrorist organization set up by the Imam Fethullah Gulen, who, interestingly enough, lives in exile in Pennsylvania, from where he directs 120 government-funded charter schools here in the United States. In fact, the Gulen organization educates about 2 million students around the planet. And in the United States, the Gulen schools is the largest chain of charter schools in America. The mind reels. Last night, actually Tuesday night on Skywatch TV, Steve Quayle sat down and talked to Tom Horn about his new book, Little Creatures, and where they originally come from. We're talking sprites, fairies, imps, goblins. They're not cute. They're not cuddly. They're not fun. You'll get a chance to see that at our website, skywatchtv.com, when we archive the show there. But you can see it right now if you have a Roku device and a Roku account. If you haven't yet added the Skywatch TV channel to your Roku account, you'll find instructions on how to do that at skywatchtv.com/Roku. Follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. And, of course, on Facebook, we post many of the stories that show up here on the daily news updates. And if you're on Facebook, then you can, while giving us a like, also log on there and give us some feedback on these stories. And, of course, I appreciate your feedback as well. You send me your emails, dgilbert@skywatchtv.com. We thank you for watching as we keep watch. I'm Derek Gilbert, and this is Skywatch TV.